Essex are still very much in the hunt for promotion after David Masters bagged his third fifer of the season to allow James Foster to enforce a follow-on against Kent on the second day of the LV County Championship match at the Spitfire ground, St Lawrence in Canterbury. Essex began the second morning on 186 for 4 but lost Owe Shah after he'd added only one more run to his overnight 83, Mark Davis with the positive LBW decision. Ben Folkes did at least move from his 38 to his third half century of the summer, one made off 110 balls, but he too fell soon afterwards as he edged a drive off Charlie Shrek to Sam Northeast after contributing 58 runs to a score of 214 for 6. That became 223 for 7 when Graham Napier drove Darren Stevens on the up and to cover. Adam Riley then got one through Masters' defences to bowl him for 4, and Essex looked as if they might not make it to 250 for an important second batting bonus point. The fact that they did get that was down to Foster, who shepherded the strike well to add 43 runs for the last 2 wickets. Monty Panesar made 6 of those before he was caught by Shrek at mid-off off the bowling of Davis, who then bagged his 4th wicket by bowling Foster for 46 as he tried to work the ball to leg. Essex had made 276, certainly not as many as they would have liked, but a total which was to prove to be way too big for Kent. They were blown away in 49 overs, their collapse beginning when North East gave Masters the first of his 6 wickets against one of his former clubs, Ryan Tenduscarter with a catch in the slips. 2 overs later, the Master grabbed his 42nd wicket of the summer by ripping out Daniel Bell Drummond's middle stump with a total on 26 for 2. Masters came off after half a dozen overs and his replacement, Napier, needed just 6 deliveries to have Brendan Nash taken behind for a single. But Masters was soon back on at the Nackington Road end and he was soon celebrating again by bowling Rob Key for 25 to leave Kent in big trouble on 44 for 4. And it was 56 for 5 when Masters struck again by trapping Stevens in front for 9. Things could not have been going much better for an Essex side which needs to win this match to keep the pressure on Northamptonshire in the race for promotion, which is now really hotting up. The best partnership of the innings was then produced by Ben Harmison and Geraint Jones before the latter was LBW to Napier for 15. Napier, backing up Masters superbly, then yorked Callum Haggett with an unplayable late in-swinger, before Reece Topley got in on the act by also bowling Davis to leave the home side on 100 for 8, needing a further 27 runs to avoid the follow-on. I can imagine those from Northampton wincing a little when they see Riley caught behind to give Masters his 5th wicket, one he followed up next ball by having Shrek caught by Folkes, a wonderful reaction catch at short leg. Masters had produced his best figures of the summer of 6 for 41 as Kent were out in a hurry for just 107, which left them 169 runs behind. Harmison left stranded on a top score of 30. Poor light then meant that Foster had to call on his spinners to bowl the majority of the 10 overs which remained in Kent's second innings. At least North East and Key survived those in scoring 8 runs, but they still have a lot to do to prevent Essex from closing the gap on Northamptonshire to only 8 points with 2 games left to play.